Welcome to the sportiest stream, everyone. How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you all are doing well. We've got a Black Line matchup for you. One series tonight, only one, here on this Monday evening. But it's teams we've seen before. Teams that we've seen had their various levels of success before. Cloudy Blue on one side, Team Ignition on the other. Let's take a look at those lineups coming up here to you all in this 3v3 best of 5. Again, we've seen Cloudy Blue on the stream. Last time we did, though, just actually a week ago when they played against the Electronic Athletic Organization, and I believe they lost 3-1? Yo, how bad was it? They lost 3-1 when they played that team. Matchup, not much better. Again, they had to play against the number 1 seed, now they have to play against the number 2 seed, Team Ignition. We actually haven't seen for a little while. The last time we saw them was when they played New Age. Sharks swept them in week number 2. It's 4 weeks later, we get to see them here again in this series, this best of 5 here, and there's actually a good amount on the line now that we're kind of nearing the end of our season. Again, this is week 6, the second to last week of the season. That means teams are going to start to qualify for the playoffs. That Electronic Athletic Organization, who we actually will be seeing tomorrow, have already qualified. Ignition, they can qualify here tonight if they win. If they win here tonight, they will qualify to the main event. So he's got, I mean, for Ignition, who again made the playoffs last season, made, I believe, to the top, I want to say that at least the top 6 last season before going on. I believe they actually made me top 4. Cloudy Blue team, again, that's not been having an amazing season. Their record, being a 3-2, not an amazing record, not one they're really happy with. Again, they haven't qualified. They can't qualify here tonight, I believe. But Ignition most definitely can. As long as they win, they will qualify. They'll be in the playoffs, guaranteed. Both these teams, again, those playoff chances, those playoff hopes, really coming down to these final matchups. Look at how cutthroat it is. These are teams, again, that both really want to be in the playoffs, and both have really good chances of doing so. But it is not an easy place to be. Very, very interesting battle. See if they can do it. Week 6 matchup. Again, only 2 matches left for both of these sides. Looking to get things put out, ready to go. This will be a very big matchup for these playoffs. Hopes and dreams there and waiting. Prediction poll is sent out, so again, we're looking to work on things here. As we're gonna make sure we get these teams in. Sorry about the messaging. Again, just looking to get things sorted out. Again, Ignition 4-1, Cloudy Blue 3-2. We're waiting on these teams to get in. Again, apologies on the slight delays, but happy that all of you are here. And actually, we got a pretty good mix of fans here. We got Cloudy Blue and Team Ignition fans. Again, Ignition's been on the stream a ton in the past. Cloudy Blue, actually, again, this is only their 2nd time here, but they're here last season. Not on this stream though. They didn't even make it to the Team Ignition did. Again, this is the same roster as last season. They have aspirations to go there again. This will be a big matchup. What determined that is looking. Again, we'll take a look at the lineup one last time. Again, this is the only match tonight, though. But man, what a big one it is for these teams. Their season could be resting on this one. As already Cloudy Blue actually in the lobby. They got Mr. Twister, Tiny Tin, and Foreign Knights. And on the other side, Team Ignition. Gonna be Cody, Bingo, and Ryan. Well, again, for both these teams, playoffs very much on the table. Again, both these right now are in that top 4. It's one of the more high profile matches I think you could see. For this week, there's a good couple of them. Contenders has so many teams that there's always going to be high-profile matches, but this one is one I've always been interested in because I know these teams, and but both of them, you know, having come off of interesting situations. Again, Cloudy Blue having just lost last week, Ignition having just won. They only lost once this season. That loss came to Yukon Blue in week 1. They haven't lost since. And we'll how this works here. Again, get ready for this. It'll be a fun one. Can't wait for this matchup. Neither can I, Oscar. Neither can I. As Ignition, I guess they can wait though, because they're still not here. I think they're just doing some warm-ups. And I'm not surprised. Again, we're still very early. I'm surprised Cloudy Blue jumped in so early, but I think it was the same thing last week where they super early wanted to get this thing started as quick as possible. No surprises. Bone Chat Basel, hi. Hi. How you doing? Welcome in. As Big Albert with the follow. Thank you for the follow, Big Albert. Welcome in. As again, thank you all so much for the support. We're past 2K. Now we're going to 2.5K. Right, we always got to set ourselves new goals here. As chat, hello, Briz. Hello, coming from Oscar. Thank you, Oscar, for the follow. Welcome to the sportiest stream. Again, Cloudy Blue Team Ignition, our only match on the docket tonight. I'm excited. You guys should be excited too. As Basel coming to the follow. Man, we got 3 follows in a row. Thank you all. It really does mean a lot to me. And I know, again, with Ignition always means that always those Ryan fans as well, which, again, we'll see how Ryan plays. Again, we'll see. You'll have to have a pretty strong performance here to really prove that Ignition, one, not only going to qualify for the playoffs, but also, you know, just to give maybe a lot of these Ignition fans hope, because mind you, next week, final match of the season is against Dino Electronics. So, Team Ignition, this end of the season is not an easy one for them. And if they lose both their matches, there's a very good chance they do not make playoffs. Again, they are ranked pretty highly, but a loss here probably sets them down to 3rd or 4th seed. And if they lose next week, which is expected against Dino Electronic, those chances might be gone for them. So, for Team Ignition, while they're in a great position, it's all in their control. It's not an easy part of the season to do it in. Again, you got to be very good to get into the playoff system. Reminder, even if they make it into the playoffs, if they don't have good seeding, that also really hurts, because that only makes your life more difficult. And you all know, going to that lower bracket, pretty rough place to do in the Black Lion Championship Series. What about these teams' records? Cloudy Blue is 3-2, Ignition is 4-1. As these teams actually both having just joined in right now, let's get this series underway. Cloudy Blue, Team Ignition. Reminder, this matchup, if Ignition win, they will go to the Contenders Series playoffs. If they lose, their chances get a lot worse from here. One best-of-5 series, one matchup, and this might be the chance. Ignition, it's all in their hands here. If they beat Cloudy Blue, they're going to the playoffs, but for Cloudy Blue, playoff chances aren't high for them. A 3-2 record, they're looking to hold themselves into that top 4. The season all comes down to these final weeks. It always seems to come into those final weeks for the Contenders Series. These teams, that pressure very high for Cloudy Blue. They weren't in the playoffs last season. They're looking to do it here. And already a miss rotation from Ignition. Foreign with an open goal as Cody and Ryan not on the same page there. And you think maybe Ryan should have called for that one. It looked like one he wanted to go for. Didn't have the guts to do it. An early goal for Cloudy Blue as, again, their season coming down to these final 2 weeks, and the win here could really allow them a lot of breathing room going into that final week 7. A loss here, though, really puts them in a tough position where they're in must-win territory. As now another chance. Cody's got the block on that one as Ignition playing a lot of defense, but they got a chance the other way. Bingo! Oh, Tiny then will get it out. And Team Ignition, another miss rotation. Cody and Ryan again not following through as Cloudy Blue really taking full advantage of this. Team Ignition feeling this pace, and we saw it last week how fast Cloudy Blue wants to play. This is a team that is willing to pick up the pace and play at it. Team Ignition definitely don't feel like that side who has done it, not just this series, but it feels like all season. They've been focusing a lot on trying to slow things down. Cloudy Blue's not going to give you that opportunity. They're going to be a tough team to slow, that's for sure. As this one cleared away, maybe a chance for Cody, just for and will stop it. And Team Ignition going all the way back as the transition for Cloudy Blue, finding open room. Just back and forth at this point. Cloudy Blue finding so much more offense, so much more pressure. Team Ignition having found nothing, but a mistake there. Cody goes just off the crossbar. Another challenge there from Bingo, which It's just a reaching play. The Ignition side desperate to get sustainable offense. Cody. Still Cody. He's got a chance in front. Ryan's put it in. Team Ignition tie it at 1. Cody gets past multiple defenders. The Cloudy Blue pace caught off guard. And that's how you slow a team down. Cody takes control. Cloudy Blue can't stop him. The Cloudy Blue right off the kickoff. Tiny Tin to take the lead back. But that celebratory stance from Team Ignition was short-lived. That kickoff from Bingo going completely the wrong way. It goes straight to the Cloudy Blue side. Tiny Tin gives Ryan no chance. Ignition. Again, back to what feels like a much more reactive style. I've really seen a lot of their rotations fold at the seams as Ryan dumb it away. Bingo. Dunked by Tiny Tin. Ryan is off the spawn, and again, so far for Ignition, they just don't feel like, it just doesn't feel like they have the space to do what they want. Good play from Cloudy Blue, although still Ignition finding some great chances, although look at that double from Foreign. Gets it right off the blue half. Now he's got the dunk. Foreign, second touch, no way! That's gonna go just across the net. Team Ignition, probably a little scared, a little antsy, recognizing that someone Cloudy Blue could have challenged that one, and it would have been 3-1. Instead, they'll work with what they have here, a game where they're only down by 1, where they just need 1 goal. Cody won't get it there against Tiny Tin, but Ryan already up for it. And the pace here, really a suffering place for Ignition to be. Bingo will clear. Tiny Tin. Asked him with that dribble. Now look in the midfield for Foreign. Ryan has the block. Cloudy Blue. Being on the back half is Cody. Great flick in front, but again, no one there. Ignition able to play to that pace that Cloudy Blue are playing at. And a lot of, you know, for so many teams, they play fast. You've heard it before. You've seen it before. Where teams just play fast just to play fast. But Cloudy Blue, they have meaning behind this pace. It's to catch other teams off guard. It's to catch teams in an awkward position, and they're finding it here against Ignition. But Cody, maybe a double tap attempt, bumping in front. This one bouncing. Who wants the ball? Bingo's got it. He'll put it in the bottom left. Team Ignition, another answer. Cody off the back wall. Bingo couldn't slide in the first chance, but the second one, crisp shot right under Foreign. And Team Ignition tied at 2. This game getting down to those final moments. Cloudy Blue, again, maybe realizing this is not an easy matchup as Bingo, what a dunk, in front, Ryan, jumping, trying, but can't put it in, Cody, he's got it, a miss in front, and Cody, the team captain, will take in a go-ahead goal. Team Ignition with the lead, 1:20 left on the clock. What a frenetic game. It's been chaotic, fast-paced ever since the beginning, and Ignition don't want it to end. Ryan stopped by Foreign as Cloudy Blue going the other way. Foreign couldn't get the beat on Bingo as the Ignition's ball to clear. Ryan has it, and Cloudy Blue, awkward play there. Foreign doesn't control it here. In front for Cody, the shot going. He's hit the post. Team Ignition nearly insurance, but insurance won't come easily enough. Now Mr. Twister. Ryan actually just got that one away from Bingo. Free shot on. Cody will get the block. The Ignition side again on an awkward rotation. Cody and Ryan both feels like they're going to play that same place on defense. So often they're double committing because of it. They still find just enough here. They have the lead. Can they hold it? 30 seconds left to the side there. Tiny Tin trying to take it away there with that dunk. Will be Ryan. Another big clear here, and time still ticking off the clock for Cloudy Blue. In front, Bingo. Warren waiting on the back wall. Smart play there, trying to calmly take it out of his half. He's got past 2, but Bingo to end it! He's iced it! A 4-2 lead! Team Ignition! Is that the goal to secure Game 1? Cloudy Blue panicked on getting it out. They needed to rush. Time was not on their side. But Bingo, one shot. 2-goal lead for Ignition. And they will still have to hold it as Bingo looking for one more off the back wall. He's got it. Oh, but he's hit it just wide. But it won't matter. Time expires. Ignition will start the series off in their favor. A 4-2 win. Fast-paced, frenetic, chaotic. You name it, Cloudy Blue ran the offense, but they did not get the shots. The pace was theirs. And look at this. Right now, Ignition on a dominant display of shooting, 18-5. Yeah, a lot of those shots for Ignition just felt like big clears that went to that net. So, I mean, even for Cloudy Blue, even though they want to play fast, you can tell there's some holes in that rotation because of it. No team that's trying to play that fast won't have those issues. Ignition, they've got to capitalize on every single one of them. Now, we go into game number 2. Team Ignition, one game closer to securing a spot in that final bracket. Cloudy Blue, but I would be surprised if I don't take a game off of these guys, at least one. But how they are playing, we just need to solidify a little bit more, maybe prevent some of these shots from Ignition from going so strongly as maybe they'll get a chance there. Foreign! Pickpocketed the Ignition backline. And Cloudy Blue, and just a great shot from Foreign, and Ryan was none the wiser. You can really tell this pace not working in his favor. He's not liking it in any way. As Team Ignition, again, having to fight from behind. Ryan was very quiet last game. He didn't have a lot of effect. It felt a lot more like Cody and Bingo had their roles, but they won't get that one out. Mr. Twister puts in a second, and a lot of this falls onto Cody, thinking that shot was going to be more powerful. He tripped off the post, tried to pre-jump it. Won't work in their favor. Now, Tiny Tin. Trying to make it free. Cloudy Blue already 2 goals up, and Team Ignition, this felt like something that was going to happen to them, even with last game. Even though they came back. Still fighting for it, though. Gotta give credit to a team, even though they get punched down early. They know what they're playing for. They came back last game as Ryan, trying to get that flip reset. Cody looking for control, but that touch gets away from him. Still, he finds a miraculous dunk. Now he's got another one. Ignition keeping the offense. Ryan, the back wall. 20 boost to use, looking for it, trying to get there. But he won't get it. It's now a miss from Bingo. He jumped, he missed. It's 4 in the slot at a third. And that one, a big overcommit. Bingo didn't get the ball, and you can tell Cloudy Blue, they've won the challenges last game. But now this game, they're preventing the shots, they're preventing Ignition from moving upfield. And right now, that pressure on Ignition, Cloudy Blue making great use of, Ignition's faults, their weaknesses, and a lot of it just comes into his playstyle, being one that likes to take things slower, likes to take their time, and Cloudy Blue's not giving them that time. They're not giving them that space, and against a lot of teams that, you might be okay with that. Ignition are having a huge setback because of it. There's now a double commit, Cody and Bingo not communicating. There's now a demo. Mr. Twister, infield pass, there should be another, it will be. Tiny Tin will put in his team's 4th. What a turnaround after game 1. Cloudy Blue shutting down Team Ignition. This was the offense we saw from last game from Cloudy Blue. This is the reason why I said Ignition needed to be careful. Because simply put, Cloudy Blue has the ability to just run away with these games. A lot more so than Ignition does. Ignition, if they can't win this game, they're going to be in a tough position. Where, again, next week they have to play against Dino Electronic. They're going to have a tough time there. That team's even scarier than this one. But this one, still up in the air, technically. Ignition needs to find 3 goals. A very tough ask for any team, unless one who's had almost no offense so far here on Forbidden Temple. It's going to take a full change of this team's play, so a full transition of Ignition's qualities in this series to allow them to come back from this kind of a deficit. But yet, even so, you know, teams can do that. We've seen teams make some pretty insane upsets before, some pretty insane comebacks, but still, tough ask here, and especially if Ignition continue to overcommit like this, it's only going to make things tougher as Ryan looking for the clear. Bingo looking for the redirect, but it will be foreign. The weight under it. It's now a pinch. Mr. Twister. Bingo. Won't get that one. Twister. Going down the field. Foreign. Upped on the line by Ryan. As now Tiny Tin off the corner. Bouncing in front. Ignition holding their nerve. There's Ryan. Now Mr. Twister. Cody. The pinch away. Team Ignition trying to hold it down. But a miss from Cody. And Ignition just can't get out of their half at this point. Still. Again, you can really tell. I mean, again, a lot of times when they need a goal to happen, it's Ryan who can get it, but even so, you can tell he's really outplayed here, and so is Cody. Foreign's got his hat trick. One touch, and again, Ignition caught overcommitting. Howdy, Blue. Continuing to put goals in, looking for a sixth, but that will go wide. At this point, less than 90 seconds to go, but game 2 already feels like it's determined. But Blue, they don't want to end it here. They want to make sure that this statement is in the minds of Ignition. Next game is in, you know, every play they make. They remember about this game, about how badly they were beaten. At this point, for Cloudy Blue, it's not about how many goals they can get. It's about how badly can they hurt the mentality of the Team Ignition. How much can they slow them down? Right now, it hurt pretty badly, that's for sure. You know, Cloudy Blue wants to make it even worse for them. It's Foreign, waiting, dunked by Ryan. Bingo, looking for any chance, but he won't get that one. Cody, 15 by Mr. Twister. Team Ignition still searching for it as an infield pass. Will go awry. That went Orion right to Mr. Twister, but Cloudy Blue won't score on that chance either, and now that they have to. Less than 30 seconds to go. Looking to end game 2, and again, see if they can get one more goal, but they may have just given up one. It's open, and Cody, well, maybe a little bit of help here for Ignition. Right now, things only getting be putting more in proportion here, but that's a big miss, and maybe a little bit for Ignition to pull back into this one. Still, though, a huge response in Cloudy Blue. You gotta be impressed with how they've been able to play this well. And their playstyle, one, just so fast, but yet so controlling in its sense. And, well, they'll end game 2 with a dominant win. Definitely another performance from them they'll be happy with. Again, game 1, they couldn't even be unhappy with game 1, but look at the shooting here. It's completely flipped. 11 shots to 5. Cloudy Blue on full control. And both games, it's the team that shoots more that gets it, but Cloudy Blue has been able to win the midfield a lot more often. Their pace being the dictating part of it. This series, it's going to be one that will be interesting to see how it unfolds, because for Ignition, they've ended up very quickly there. They want to go right into game 3. This series, back underway. Match point determined by who will take this game here. Cloudy Blue, their high pace, high offensive, high in-your-face style, I guess you could say, high pressure really, has worked in the last 2 games, at least to some extent. Look for it again here. Can Ignition slow them down? The question is, how do you slow down a team if you're a Team Ignition? How do you stop them from being so successful? And a lot of it just comes to offense and shots, as they'll get 2 free ones there. The first may not have gone in from Cody, or the second one from Ryan most definitely will. Cody's going to be very happy that does go in as well, because that was a bad open net miss. Again, when Ignition needed, Ryan does step up. Series like this, it's still been tough for him to find his own space, and a lot of what Ryan's known for is his mechanics. don't think this series is going to rely on mechanics. It's going to rely on possession and control and getting shots on offense. As for now, Team Ignition watching us forward. Flip reset. Almost got the second, but he will get out of it there. Ryan. Open space. Wait, is anybody back? Tiny Tin will race to it. Team Ignition still another chance, but that one cleared away. Cody. Up for that one there, but Mr. Twister hits off the back wall. Ryan, the dribble. Stopped in the midfield by Tiny Tin, who, again, who I called by the name of Trent last game, but told me obviously he wanted it to be changed before the start of this series. It's Cloudy Blue. Looking for offense, but that first goal against them really put a dampener on kind of their overall confidence they have. Still, they're shooting, still trying. Ryan's missed! Oh, Mr. Twister, should be a tie game. A huge misplay. They'll get another one, though. This will go to the top left corner. Team Ignition made to feel useless in these plays. No challenge, no stopping this Cloudy Blue side. An effort from Foreign finds the top left corner. Let's go on. A 1-1 scoreline. Bingo looking for demos, but again, Ignition just doesn't feel like they're up there as a team. They're worried about what will happen when they push up too high. They had to overcommit as Cody nearly own goal in front. It's Foreign to take the lead. And Cody, I mean, you have to jump for those, but that is not such you want. He overshot it. And that's Cloudy Blue who will take full advantage of that mistake. A big error and a big moment. Cody, not what you want to see from the guy who's supposed to lead this team to victory. Now, an infield pass, Cloudy Blue one another. Again, Ignition just not there to challenge it. They're just waiting here for Cloudy Blue at this point. They realize they can't outpace them. And that is a huge realization for them because now there's just not a challenge coming from Ignition. That's going to actually work against them here. Need to be able to keep up with Cloudy Blue. They just haven't found the way to do it. As now, Bingo, to tie it. He's got it! And another mistake, this time from Cloudy Blue. As Mr. Twister, on the back wall, just doesn't read it as he wants to, and that's an easy shot for Bingo. And mistakes coming out from this back line. These teams still fighting for it, but and these errors starting to really put into perspective just how much this match means to both these teams. For Cloudy Blue and Team Ignition, the playoffs hang in the balance. For one team, they can guarantee the spot. For the other, a loss could be detrimental. Will make their things very difficult here as Ryan double tap in front for Bingo. Cody still challenging. Ignition holding offense desperately. Will be Cloudy Blue to clear it away. Ryan expeditious down the field. Foreign wants the flick. Bingo, the dog. This one going to net. No one got it. It's Bingo showing up and showing out. Team Ignition. The lead is flip-flopped back in their favor. Titan and Mr. Twister bumping into each other. A big mistake. That's going to hurt. As here comes a big flick. Ryan, another chance. It's Bingo! And he's got his hat trick. A 2-goal lead. That's what they want to watch. Ignition now, Insurance. They're loving this position. Feels a lot like last game where they were late on. They start to pull away. They start to find each hits, and Cloudy Blue starts to get more desperate. Cloudy Blue, they'll hope for them here to hit that match point as a chance. Ryan, Mr. Twister. Oh, he almost wanted that dunk on there, but Bingo again, another crucial play in his midfield presence. It's been, it hasn't been all that strong for Ignition, but it has been enough for them. At this point for this side, I don't think they really care if it's strong, if it's dominating. As long as they have it, it's Bingo. Gonna slow things on the corner, but Ignition sent 2 for it. Cody now looking. Is that it? It is! It's bouncing! It's gone! There's a big dunk from Cody. Ignition lead 5-2. Cloudy Blue trying to find something at the end of this game. Oh, they found it! Oh, foreign! I didn't know if he'd get that, but that is a beautiful shot. And Cloudy Blue's chance still there as the double tap right on top of Ryan. Nasty play. And a perfect time for it. This series still a minute to go in this game. Cloudy Blue have a chance to come back. Ignition trying to find, just clears. They want to waste time, but Cloudy Blue not giving them the opportunity. Cody and Bingo both jump forward, looking in the midfield. Ryan, he's missed it! It's bouncing in front, but it will be Bingo to get there. Cloudy Blue must not have believed in Ryan to miss that one. And to be fair, in a position like that, it's rare any player misses, but that pressure from Cloudy Blue, not when it needs to happen. Is in front, Tiny Tin. One going backward is Bingo. Mr. Twister. Ryan bumped away, foreign going to net! 21 seconds left! Cloudy Blue! A chance! It's still there! Hope flickering! Team Ignition! A 3-goal lead! Will it hold? Cloudy Blue working tirelessly to make sure it won't. Time still running out here. Bingo. Slowing the play down, the dribble. Gonna flick at Tiny Tin at the challenge. Cloudy Blue. Time running out, but Mr. Twister sent downfield. Ryan stops it, but foreign to the back wall. Maybe one chance left. Tiny Tin can't get the redirect, still in front. Bouncing, but Cody wants it out, wants it away. And Team Ignition a 1-goal difference. 1 game away from securing a spot in the playoffs. Team Ignition. What a battle. What a battle from both these teams, really. I mean, for Cloudy Blue, they don't give up at the end of that game. I thought Ignition had that one there, and yet they almost made me eat my own words. What a performance. What a standout play from both these sides. Still, Ignition just enough there. Team Ignition. And just enough. 7 shots to the 11 of Cloudy Blue. You can really tell these teams putting on so much to the offense, so much on the line. Cloudy Blue, we've seen them take a series and run away with them before. We saw it in Game 2. We saw glimpses of it in Game 3 and Game 4. Now with their series life on the line, not their season though, but their series on the line. But they'll get a lot of playoff hopes resting on this matchup here against Ignition. This is going to be must-win for them. For so many reasons, but they won't get the early chance. It's Bingo. It's goal 1 to Team Ignition. For being such a back-and-forth game with everybody having to be all hands on deck, Bingo has stepped up. His shooting, his playmaking has been the difference maker. Team Ignition better be thanking him for the reason why they are on match point at this point in the series. Simply put, this is Bingo's series. He's been making the most of it. But Ryan wants a second. He's got it. Oh, what a save. In front. Bingo. That one. Bouncing. Still waiting in front. But Cloudy Blue scrape it off the goal line. Another chance on. Another save. Here comes Ryan to take it. But that's off the post. Cloudy Blue survive. And by us, Fred, my goodness. That one couldn't have been much closer. Team Ignition. A 2-goal lead stolen from them by the Cloudy Blue defense. And Mr. Twister now gonna tie things up. Jumping his forward off the ceiling, but no second touch there. And Ryan with an easy clear. But Mr. Twister, Tiny Tin, keeping the offense alive for Cloudy Blue. Still Ignition, desperate to get it out. These clears, not all that powerful, not all that meaningful for Ignition. But still, they get rid of it. Ryan Bingo already off, but he's looking for the fake. Tiny Tin will clear. Cody slides it. But it's Foreign to stop it on the goal line. Team Ignition are now the ones still in control, but that control only giving them a single solitary goal to lead with. And now Ryan, a giveaway, Tiny Tin. Cody, it's a Bingo. Team Ignition. I mean, you can tell. I mean, I'm nervous right now. I'm shaking just watching this series. Can you imagine how the players are feeling? Can you imagine just how scary this is? I mean, under pressure, who's going to be able to bring out what it matters most? We've seen Bingo do it. On the other side, we've seen Foreign really step up in the shooting for Cloudy Blue. Will his chances make the difference? Tiny Tin. Gonna break through the midfield. He's done it there with a demo on the second player. Mr. Twister. Off to the corner. Ryan wants it away. Direct to the backfield. Tiny Tin will keep it. Cloudy Blue waiting as the Ignition pressure bearing on him as Mr. Twister's own goal. A tragedy halfway through Game 4. A play that seems so simple, so mundane, and yet Mr. Twister puts it in his own goal. A 2-goal lead for Team Ignition, but I can't think that that's how they that's how they predicted it would happen. For Cloudy Blue now, their chances just getting worse and worse, but still they have to push on with it. Ignition looking for another. It's Ryan. That one saved off the crossbar. It's Cody to the net. Foreign wants it away. Bingo. Looking for the dribble now. And spilling into the midfield, but Cloudy Blue will be diligent to get out of that half. Where's that offense? Where's that need for it? You can sense Cloudy Blue really trying desperately to get there, but he just can't get a shot! Twister, though! That's gonna fall in! Cloudy Blue, their first of the game! And that one, man, a goal they definitely need. And this point for Team Ignition, if you're a Team Ignition fan and you're comfortable, you can't be thinking that way. Still so much time left in this game. And this could be Cloudy Blue, Mr. Twister! Oh, what a save, Cody! Just enough on it! Cloudy Blue! Still searching! That first chance was so great, now another one! Cody there again! Big stops from the third man of Team Ignition! As a clear from Tiny Tin, stopped. Ryan, the dribble, bumped off though by Mr. Twister. As Foreign gets past one, Cody, waiting, searching, he's dunked in the midfield by Cloudy Blue. Ryan now, gonna slow down in that rotation. Does just enough. Get that ball away, but Team Ignition still searching. Just trying to get that insurance lead back in their favor. This could mean it, maybe they overcommit, but Bingo, not trying to do it there. That pass. No one on the receiving end there from the Ignition side. 45 seconds and counting. Ignition. 40 seconds now. 40 seconds away from getting a spot in the playoffs. Ryan. Stopped by Foreign. Bounce off the side wall. Mr. Twister wants it. Foreign waiting. The redirect is missed, but Cody will keep it out. Ignition nearly thrown for a loop. They'll hold on still. Mr. Twister, 20 seconds now. Cloudy Blue need one chance, one shot, one more play. Tiny Tin. Bingo hitting it to his back corner. Wants it out. 10 seconds. Counting down. Cloudy Blue. Anything. Hoping. Maybe one more chance. Foreign trying to keep it alive. 0 seconds now. Tiny Tin, can he get it? Ryan's kept it up. Tiny Tin looking to the midfield. Who's got it? Nobody there. Team Ignition will take the series in 4. The playoffs are secured. Cloudy Blue, a second straight loss in 2 weeks. A devastating defeat at the hands of Team Ignition, but for Team Ignition, this is a joyous occasion for them. They're going to the playoffs. They've secured it with that win. Nothing can stop them here. What a win it is. That is a hard-fought game for both these sides. I wish I could say, Cloudy, I wish I could have both these teams win it. They both played so well, but Team Ignition are the winners here. In game number 4, it felt like a desperation-type series. Where credit's due. They definitely are the team that deserved it with that final performance. Our only series tonight. Very feel-good moment for them. We're again gonna get a little interview here with the winning team here in Team Ignition. Chat with them. Of course, we gotta interview the team that has now just qualified for the playoffs. We're getting him to join here. Don't worry about it, by the way. There is no question, actually. It's Cody joining us here, man. Welcome in, Cody. You guys, that was a hard-fought win. That was a series where it felt like both teams could take it, but came to you guys. You guys took it there, and with that win, you guys have also qualified for the playoffs for your, I believe, what, 3rd season in a row now you guys have made it to the playoffs? Or is it 2nd?
Correct.
3rd
Correct.
season, right?
Yeah.
Or is it even 4th? It might be 4th.
Yeah, I think
it's
me,
4th, actually.
Drazik
4th season.
Well, yeah, counting the academy, yeah, but and the Contenders, yeah, 3rd in a row.
Yeah, your 3rd time making it to the Contender Series playoffs. I mean, again, it's even as the competition gets stronger and stronger, you guys still find ways to beat them. Can you take me through kind of the stress of that series? Because it looks stressful from my point of view. I was stressed. I can't imagine what you guys were feeling.
Yeah, I think game 1 we came out really, really strong, and that kind of built like a false sense of confidence. I think we had something like 18 to 20 shots or something like that. It was ridiculous. We had like really good pressure, and so we were feeling really confident after game 1. And then I think that confidence kind of got in the way of our comms. We were a little overconfident, and they just came out and smoked us in game 2. So it was kind of like it was good for us that they did that, because then we like recentered. We didn't like get overconfident. They were really, really strong. That the player they had Foreign, he was by far their best player. He was dangerous on the ball. So we kind of just implemented a strategy, start challenging him early, getting a lot more shots and pressures on, and increase our comms. And that's really what we focused on. And then it seemed like after that, whoever if we scored first, we were able to take the win. So we just kind of focused on getting that early goal.
Guys, lost in week 1, a 3-1 loss to UConn Blue. We actually got to see that on this stream. Ever since then, you have not lost since, but you guys had a couple weeks where it felt like you guys were playing against a lot of weaker competition. Weaker in that understandings they are in the bracket now, coming against Cloudy Blue. There's no questions about how strong this team has been. If anybody has seen them before, again, what do you say to the people out there that talk about that weak competition? Because there's a lot of people that I saw in chat that I know I've heard from before that didn't know if you guys were gonna make it to the playoffs, didn't believe in you guys. What would you say to those naysayers right now, that especially now that you guys have just beaten Cloudy Blue, have beaten a top tier team, and have qualified to the playoffs because of it?
And we continue to do it, and we're not going anywhere. So keep hating. We it makes us thrive. We got a great org supporting us. We got a great team. A lot of people that are pushing us on both ends. So the haters, keep us motivated, and all of our fans obviously motivate us even more. So appreciate the comments, and looking forward to a good run in the playoffs.
Yeah, even so though, I think you guys your work isn't done. Next week you get
No,
to play
it's
against
not. Yeah, we got a tough one.
Athletic Organization. It's you and the number 1 seed. Winner of that match will be the I believe the number 1 overall team. So
it depends how they do it. If they do,
it depends.
If it's game different head to head, yeah.
I think if it's game differential, there's a good chance you won't make it. But even so, to play against the number 1 seed, to keep your great run going for you guys at this point. You've already made the playoffs, but there's so much on the line for that next series, especially your confidence, because last season you guys went very far, but you made top 4, I believe, last season, or was it top 6?
Top 6,
Top 6 last season? And you guys made top 6 last season, you want to repeat that, and I think to do that, teams like Dynamic Electronic are teams you guys have to at least play close to, so, for that upcoming series, again, your regular season really isn't done. Again, you got to play against those guys, so, what are you guys, thinking about for that next matchup? What are you guys going to do to prepare for it? Zach, thank you for the gifted sub there, Big Albert. And if you guys were gifted a sub, make sure you thank him in chat. Again, Cody, back to you again. That matchup coming up. I know for a fact they want me to stream it. I know you guys are probably wanting me to stream it, so we'll probably get that match next week. But just in preparation for it, what are you guys going to do?
I think that we're gonna try and set up, a handful of scrims over the weekend for next week. And not overthink it. I think that whenever we like overthink or do like too much prep work, we're like in our own heads, and we're trying to accommodate and adjust. And I think we're just going to go in and play our game, focus on what we do, and then I think we get a really good feel after game one of a team. So they're obviously going to be a strong team, and we'll know. Once you get in there after game one, we'll know what they're all about and see if we can adjust and make the right adjustments. So looking forward to playing them. It's going to be a good match, and definitely got to get you casting it.
Well, again, I know they want me to stream it as well. I'm sure we'll probably get on the stream as long as it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Okay.
I'll definitely have it because Friday, Saturday's Skyward, so wouldn't be able
Okay.
to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think you
Yep.
forgot because you're also in Skyward, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
forgot that Skyward 2
Yeah.
and 2 playoffs are that weekend. But again,
Yeah, I'm not in the twos though. So
you're not in twos though. You're not in twos this season. No, you were
no.
in twos last season. So
Yeah.
again, that will be a big match. I know you guys are excited for it. And also, again, just to make it to the playoffs, is there anything you want to say about the playoffs? Coming up, it's a big bracket. Contender Series is a massive, massive bracket. There's so many matches for it. You guys last season had a great run in that upper bracket. Couldn't take it. Couldn't get further than top 6. What's your goal for this season in the playoffs? Because competition's a lot tougher, but I'm sure your goals are also a lot higher because of it.
I think to have a good run, have a good competitive run. I don't think that there's a lot of very very solid teams in the division, and then we learned that last year too. That being like one of the top teams, I think we had last season we felt really really good about our run, and I think that we overlooked some of the competition, and so we're coming in with like a different fire this season where it's we're not overlooking anyone. We can lose any single week, and just like any of the top teams out there, they can lose to anyone. This is how Rocket League goes, especially the higher rank you get. Everyone's very good, and so, yeah, I think it's just gonna be a good strong competition, and looking forward to it, and hoping we can make another top 6 or even better this year.
And I love to hear that from you, Cody. Again, haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. We always get Ignition on the stream, every couple of weeks or so, and that always goes crazy for you guys. And now they're definitely gonna be happy because of it. A big win, guaranteed spot in that final bracket, which is not an easy thing in Contenders. In a lot of higher divisions, it's really easy to make playoffs. Contenders, it's not. You have to be in the top half of your group, and
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
no easy feat. It actually gets tougher in the lower divisions to make playoffs, but you guys have made it here for your third straight season in a row in the Contender Series. You've made it in 4 straight seasons if you include the Academy Series when you guys won in the Blackline Champ Series. So far, your only win. Looking to see if you can get one in a higher division. But now again, congrats on your win. It again probably means a lot for you and for you guys. So of course, before you go and celebrate about it, do you want to do you have any last things you want to say? Any shoutouts? Any final messages?
I kind of, as I say every week, shout out to my teammates, Ryan and Brian. Very, very talented players. Couldn't be here without them. Shout out Ziggy, always supporting us, doing what we need. Shout out Sporty. Shout out Ignition. Shout out Team C. I'm coaching them. The boys were watching too, so shout out them. Appreciate them watching. And yeah, shout out anyone that supports us.
Of course, you got to refer to me in the third person. Yeah, that
Yeah, of
guy.
course.
No, but again, congrats on your win here, Team Ignition, and to you as well, Cody. Again, you've been on the stream, I think, more than most people have been. One of the returning members, I think, to the stream over the years. And again, it's nice to see you guys continue to grow as a unit. And congrats on making the playoffs. We'll see you almost certainly next week.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
That was Cody there of Team Ignition. Big win, 3-1. They'll make the playoffs because of it. That is it for tonight. One match, one series. That's all we had. We'll get a raid going here to end off the stream again. All of you who came in and watched, thank you so much. What a kind of action it was. I'm tired though. That really did tucker me out. That is how things go. Is we're gonna. Well, let's see who's a smaller creator out there that we can go support. See. So on. Let's go with this guy. The friend I've raided before. Go raid this guy again. Thank you all so much for joining in. It means so much to me. That is it for tonight. Here on the Sporting Stream. We'll be live again tomorrow. We already got at least one match tomorrow. But until then, take care, be well. I'll see you soon.